students, welcome to AJ Akshar Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss current electricity in this introduction of electric current. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. What is current? First, let us discuss. An electric current is the flow of electric charge. In electric circuit, this charge is often carried by moving electrons in a wire. So, here we are producing the current by moving the electrons in a wire. So, moving electrons produces the electric current. So, here an electric current is the flow of electric charge, that is movement of electrons. In electric circuit, this charge is often carried by moving electrons in wire. So, this is current. Here, flow of positive charges and flow of electrons. This is the cell. Longer line denotes positive terminal and shorter line denotes the negative terminal. It can also be carried in an electrolyte by both ions and electrons, such as in a plasma. Here, see the picture, flow of charged particles. Lightning is an example for charge flow from the clouds to the earth through the atmosphere, sometimes with disastrous results. So, here lightning is an example for the charge flow from the clouds to the earth through the atmosphere, sometimes with disastrous results. See the flow of charged particles. Here we are observing the lightning. Here also see the picture. Negative ions, positive ions. Flow of water in river is called water current. See here, we are producing the current from that hydroelectricity process. So, flow of water in a river is called water current. Flow of heat in a conductor is called thermal current. Here we are producing the current by supplying the heat. So, flow of heat in a conductor is called thermal current. Flow of charges in a conductor is called electric current. Here we are producing the electric current by the flow of charges. So, flow of charges in a conductor is called electric current. Now, we will discuss strength of electric current. The rate of flow of charge through any cross section of a conductor is called the strength of current. Here, if delta Q is the net charge through any cross section of the conductor in time delta T, then average current I is given by average current I is equals to delta Q by delta T. So, this is rate of flow of charge through any cross section of the conductor is called the strength of electric current. So, this electric current is a fundamental scalar quantity. So, electric current is a scalar quantity. Why? Because it doesn't mention, this is obeys the law of vector addition. So it is a scalar quantity. Dimension formula is I or A and its SI units are ampere. Now, we will discuss definition of ampere. The current through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere if a charge of 1 coulomb flows through any section in 1 second. 1 coulomb 1 second, then it is known as 1 ampere. So, that is the current through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere if a charge of 1 coulomb flows through any cross section in 1 second. So that is I is equals to Q by T. So charge unit coulomb and unit of time is second. Unit of current is ampere. So 1 ampere is equals to 1 coulomb by 1 second. So that is, if Q is equals to 1 coulomb and T is equals to 1 second, then I is equals to 1 amperes. If 6.25 in 10 to the power of 18 electrons flow across the cross section of a conductor in 1 second, then the strength of the current flowing across the conductor is 1 ampere. Okay. Now, the direction of conventional current is the direction of flow of positive charge or opposite to the direction of flow of negative charge. So, even though electric current has both magnitude and direction, it is taken as a scalar quantity because it does not obey the law of vector addition. So, that is why we are telling that electric current is a scalar quantity. In metals, current flow due to free electrons. So, here in metals, current flows due to free electrons. In a semiconductor, charge carriers are both electrons and holes. So, in a semiconductor, the charge carriers are both electrons and holes. Now, in electrolytes, the charge carriers are both positive ions and negative ions. The instantaneous current is defined by the equation. So, I is equals, that is limit delta t tends to 0, delta q by delta t, that is dq by dt. So, here we are taking a conductor and here by this conductor we are producing the instantaneous current, that is I is equals to delta q by delta t. If the current is varying with the time t, then the charge flowing in a time interval t1 to t2 is q is equals to integration of t1 to t2 I dt, that is area under IT graph. If n particles each of charge q pass through a given cross section in time t, then average current I is equals to n q by t. If n particles, then it is written as I is equals to n q by t. Now, the average current associated with the revolving charge is I is equals to q by t, that is equals to fq, that is equals to omega by 2 pi q, that is equals to, it can be written as vq by 2 pi r. So, this can be written as lq by 2 pi m r square. So, here where f is the frequency of revolution in hertz, where omega is the angular frequency in radian by second. L is equals to mvr is the angular momentum. R is the radius of the circular path. So, if n is the discharge tube, n1 protons are moving from left to right in t seconds and n2 electrons are moving simultaneously from right to left in t seconds, then the net current in any cross-sectional tube is, where A is the, here E is the magnitude of charge of electron or proton. So, I is equals to n1 plus n2 into E by T from left to right. Now, I will discuss classification of current. Here, steady current and non-steady current. Here, steady current, we are taking the graph in between I and T. It is a straight line which is parallel to time axis. And here we are taking the points 10, 20 and 30. So, here we are changing the time 10, 20, 30 like that. Here current is same, that is current remains constant, that is 5 amps. So, this is a DC current, direct current. Now, here we are taking the non-steady current, graph between I and T. Here 10, here we are getting the sinusoidal wave, it is known as a wave representation. Here for 10 seconds 10 amps, and for 20 seconds 1 amps, and for 30 seconds here we are denoting the 30 seconds and different current. So this is alternating current, this is direct current. One is a steady current, other is a non-steady current. So this DC current is a current electricity. Now we'll discuss about the materials. Here materials of two types, conductors and insulators. Conductors nothing but which allows electric current to pass through them easily are known as conductors. Insulators nothing but the substances which do not allow any electric current to pass through them easily are called insulators. Allow the flow of current. Here does not allow the flow of current. Now I'll discuss MCQs. What is the SI unit of electric current? First one coulomb, ampere, farad, volt. SI unit of electric current is amperes. Now how many number of electrons pass through a conductor when 1 amp current passes through it in 1 second? 6.25 in 10 to the power of 19 and 6.25 in 10 to the power of 18, 6.25 in 10 to the power of 20, 6.25 in 10 to the power of 17. Here number of electrons are 6.25 in 10 to the power of 18 electrons. I is equals to Ne by T, so N is equals to IT by E. This is the charge of electron, 1.6 in 10 to the power of minus 19. Here 1 by 1.6 into the power of minus 19 gives the 6.25 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. Which of the following is a fundamental quantity? Electric charge, electric potential, electric field and electric current. So here electric current is a fundamental quantity. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.